Bowhunt or Die is being brought to you by Matthews, Lost Camo, New Archery Products, Tinks, Lone Wolf Portable Tree Stands, Stealth Cam, Carbon Express, Hunter Safety System, Heartland Wildlife Institute, Moose Utility Division, Pine Ridge Archery, and the Can Cooker.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Bowhunt or Die. I'm Todd Graff. Alongside of me as always is Justin Czar. And I gotta tell you, Justin, it has been a busy month. I mean, we've been to the Matthews Retailer Show. We've been to the ATA show to see all the new products that are coming out for 2013. And we're on our 23rd episode right now of Bowhunt or Die.
Yeah, it's definitely been a busy fall. You know, like you said, Todd, it's winding down.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a good thing. I know a lot of us are pretty burnt out at this point, but we got a couple days left here in Illinois.
Yep.
Our season actually ends this Sunday, the 20th, so still crossing my fingers. Maybe, just maybe, I'll shoot a buck this year. But, you know, in any case, you know, some of the hunts that we're going to bring you guys today are late season hunts.
Yep.
And we all know the key to late season hunting, we've been talking about it the last few episodes, is food. And we're going to actually show you guys exactly how important that is with Franki Clark's hunt. You know, Franki is a guy who, you know, hunted hard all year, and I can relate. He had a lot of ups and downs. You know, he started his season off, actually missed a couple of does early in the year, which we all know what that can do to your confidence. You know, after that, he finally gets a shot at a buck. Unfortunately, he makes a bad shot, hits him in the shoulder. Look, we've all done it. We've all been there. Fortunately, you know, they think that deer lived, didn't get a lot of penetration.
Then
you
to
know,
top it off, he actually gets the stalk on a buck. I mean, you know, that's pretty fun. I mean, to be able to put a stalk on a whitetail is always a cool thing.
Yep.
But unfortunately, when he went to get the buck to stand up, it went out the other end. So let's go ahead and join up with Franki as his quest finally ends on a positive note.
We're hunting behind Clint's house on some standing beans. We've had some good bucks in here, but we just haven't been able to capitalize. We've been here the wrong days, and sometimes that's just the way it is. So we tried to come a little early. It's like 2 o'clock, but got a message said Todd Graff killed a 145 incher. So I like 1. So congratulations, Todd. 3 for the year. It's pretty good. Hopefully we'll just get lucky and one of the bucks step out. I mean, this place has been jam-packed full of does, and there's still a ton of beans, so we're just hoping to get lucky and get one of them bucks to come right up here in front and stand there about 25 yards. Be nice. Smoke dynamite. Oh my Lord. I just shot a freaking deer that I sat all day. Thank the Lord. Freaking crushed him, dude. I hit him a little bit, just a touch back, but sure, baby. Freaking still shaking like a leaf. had some Christmas stuff to do, so we decided to wait for him to get back. Thank you, Gretchen. So we got some blood right here where I shot him, about like 33 yards. So we got pretty good blood going that way. We're gonna see what we can find. Pretty easy tracking in the snow, so hopefully it'll work out. Holy smoke, boys. What a beautiful deer. We had a lot of history with this deer. We had an encounter earlier this year with him. Just not even, probably a couple hundred yards from here. We had him on like the 27th or 28th or something like that, or right there on the end of October. He was locked down with the doe. I guess what you put all this hard work in for. We got beans, we got turnips, we got everything. We couldn't kill him during the rut. Clint killed a beautiful deer, and kind of just waited for late season. And just got lucky. I mean, we hunted that blind a couple times, and Clint's dad's hunted it, and we seen some deer, but nothing. The mature bucks were coming out after dark, and this deer come in at like 4:15 or 4:20 tonight. So it's a beautiful deer. Good tines, good mass. It's like a 5-year-old deer. We got pictures of him, and Clint had an encounter with him last year on another food plot. So I don't know. I appreciate. I got Clint and Tyler, my dad over here. Just kind of wondering. We tracked him for about 400, 300, probably 350 yards down through here. And I mean, I didn't make a pretty good shot. I think I got at least. I think I got both lungs, but man, what a beautiful deer. Time to celebrate.
Now, when it comes to filming yourself, there's no better setup than being in a box blind over a food plot. You know, watching that hunt, there's a lot of times you can't even tell that Frank is filming himself. Looks like he's got a cameraman there with him. He did a great job. Now, as you guys saw in the footage, the shot was a touch back, but they were still able to recover that deer, and that's when shooting those big expandable broadheads like that NAP kill zone can really pay off. Now, two other things that I want to mention about this hunt that I think is really important that you can learn from. Number one, food. Having a good food plot during the late season can definitely pay off. Without a good food source, the deer are really spread out. It makes the hunting very difficult. As you guys saw, those deer were just piling into those soybeans, and it really paid off for Frank. And the second thing to pay attention to is the weather. You know, I was hunting that very same box blind when I went down to hunt with those guys 2 weeks before this. It was 50 degrees, it was warm, it was windy, it was rainy. We just didn't see the big bucks on their feet. But sure enough, as soon as we got a cold snap and a little bit of snow on the ground, those bucks piled in there and Frankie was able to put one on the ground. I know, personally speaking, I won't go into another late season without having a good food plot to hunt over. Now, next up, we're going to join Jeff Kaye up in Wisconsin and see how he's been doing.
December 16th here in Wisconsin. We've been hunting this stand the last couple of sits and actually been seeing quite a few deer. Now, got a lot of acorns on the ground. I got my Heartland Wildlife Institute food plot probably about 200 yards down off the edge of this ridge. Hopefully with a little luck, one of these guys will walk down the road here like they did our last couple times, and I'll be able to put an arrow in one of these things. I've had a hard year, a rough year. I've just been struggling, so we've got a couple days left to get it done in the season. Hopefully I can put the Matthews to work. Alright guys, we just had about 4 or 5 does and fawns come down the side of this ridge and something spooked them. I don't think they got our wind. we really sprayed out with the Tinks B-Tech, and really our wind is going straight away, so I don't see how it would have been from us, but they all scooted back up, and now we got one of them. Just walked through it right here and bedded down. I got his water hole right here. I would imagine sometime he's gonna get up and take a drink, so hopefully in a little bit here we'll get a shot at this deer. So hard this year, man. We have literally hunted every chance that we had all year long. I got probably over 50 days in the stand, hours and hours, and that was literally the first deer I shot all year. He's just a little guy. I don't know if it's a doe or a little nubbin, but I don't care. It's gonna be good eating. Finally got to put the Matthews helium to work after a full season of hunting. Only got a couple weeks left. Feels good to finally accomplish something, build that confidence back up. But we just heard him crash a little while ago. We're gonna give him, you know, a little bit of time, and we're gonna go find him. Rock on, baby, bow hunt or die. Yes. All right, we just got out of the stand, and I took off my pack and stuff. I really want to pay attention here. We already have good blood. Now, the arrow didn't go through, so I'm expecting to find that eventually, but we know right where he ran. He went right past that big oak tree over there, so we're gonna pretty much just head right there and start our track job. I know he came right through here. Got good blood here. Oh, here's my arrow. Oh yeah. Kill zone, baby. Did his job. I got real good. I got more than 3/4 penetration, looks like. Nice. He ain't gonna be fine. I heard him crash. Alright, finally. Well, she definitely is not the biggest deer. In fact, she's not even medium, but it is my first deer in Wisconsin this year. I've worked so hard. We spent so much time, friends, different people filming me around our crazy work schedule, and finally feels good to put it together. It's just a fawn. They all eat the same, but I couldn't be happier. Literally, I had maybe 3 or 4 more chances for the year to get it done. So I'm more than happy to take a fawn out. We got plenty of does around here, and really needs to be done anyway. But Matthews Helium, Carbon Express, and the Kill Zone really did its job on this doe. This doe is quartering to me, ripped right through it. She only ran probably 60 yards. So we're gonna get a tag on her, gut her out, and get her back on the truck. Bow hunt or die.
Jeff's another one of our members that just had a tough season. If you can recall from the earlier seasons, Jeff had great trail cam photos, he's got a great spot to hunt, and there's a lot of big bucks in the area. But you know what? Sometimes you can have all the right stuff and just have the wrong luck. I can't blame Jeff for finally putting down a doe. This was his first chance where he finally said, you know what, it's time to fill the freezer, and he decided to do that. Now, next up, we're going to join Troy Spolum as he continues to do what we all should do, and that's predator management, and he takes down a heck of a coyote.
Good morning. It's December 24th, Christmas Eve. I'm out in the stand at our we call it two-decker at a property in northwest Illinois. It's actually the farm, and unfortunately we don't have too many food plots planted here, but it's just great to be out in the stand. My first day in the stand with snow on the ground, which it's been a long time coming. I have to wait till the end of December, but I'm hoping today Santa brings me a Christmas present a little early, and a big old buck walks by, or maybe even a coyote if I'm lucky. So gonna need some luck, but maybe St. Nick can bring it. And Merry Christmas. die. That coyote. Man, it's been a beautiful morning, and unfortunately I haven't seen anything but coyote down. I was just getting a text from my dad saying we're gonna get out in the next 15 minutes, so I was reaching for my coyote, just put it around my neck, my coyote call, and I happened to look up as I was about to stand, and this coyote's 60 yards away, coming right at me. He walked out in about 45 yards, and I just took the path that he was gonna start walking away from. Fortunately, was able to do it and started squeaking and called him right in. That was awesome. Can't believe it. Best case scenario would have been a big old buck, but I love shooting me some coyote, baby. Whew. I'm actually gonna give it. I'm gonna try and take out another one, do exactly what I was supposed to do, or trying to do the first time. Grab my call. I know we got a whole bunch of them on this property, so. Matthew. Boom, C7. I love this setup, man. And that kill zone put him down. He didn't even go 8 yards. Bowing or not.
I just climbed out of the stand. My dad walked over. He was hunting in the back of our property here, and don't have much of a track job to do. Gonna walk right over to where I shot him at, find the arrow, and track him all of about 10 yards to where he expired. So kill zone did its job. Let's find the spot of impact here. This is right where I hit him, about complete pass through, and the maxima is completely covered, blood all the way through. We got a good bubble on the fletchings, these nap quick spins that I use. I love them. So, and fortunately there's very little track job here. Actually, if you come over this way from point of impact, take a peek right under that tree, and there it lay. Didn't have much of a chance. I'll take a walk around here. All right, so here he is. It's December 24th, Christmas Eve. My dad and I decided to come out this morning. It's got snow on the ground, beautiful, calm, just the perfect day to be in the woods. And I was hoping that I'd get an early Christmas present, maybe get a big buck, or second choice would be a coyote. And this guy came in at 60 yards, decided to relieve himself, and like any normal dog, try and kick the snow over to cover it. And started walking off. I was able to squeak and call him right back in, and I drew on him about 3 different times. He just kept zigzagging back and forth, and finally he made a mistake. He kept peeking at me, but came within 12 yards and gave me a perfect shot. Smoked him, and he ran about 10 yards. So this guy, his day was up, his number. I've had a few run-ins with coyotes out here, and just haven't been able to get the job done, but fortunately we were able to get it done this morning, and I'm ecstatic. I love shooting coyotes. Bow hunt or die.
There's no question about it. I take a lot of heat for how much face paint I put on. But Troy, I think you may be overdoing it slightly. I gotta tell you, I think the both of us need to have a professional teach us how to do our face paint. But that was a heck of a coyote. You got the whole thing captured on film by self-filming. What a great job. Next up, as always, we want to take the time to thank the people who sent in their trophy photos. Brock Mosier, Eric Neiman, Rob Alter, and Jim Bonascani. Congratulations, those are some nice trophies. If you'd like to see yourself right here on one of our Bow Hunt or Die episodes, all you need to do is visit bowhunting.com and enter in your trophy photo.
Well, guys, that's all the hunting action we've got for this week's show. Now, you're definitely going to want to make sure you check back next week. It's going to be the last episode of Season 3. We're finally coming down to the end. And next week, we got a couple more cool hunts for you. You know, we've got Todd finishing off strong with his 3rd buck of the year. Once again, showing off, you know, how important those food plots are, for late season hunting. We've also got Brian Mazer, who was out with Todd on his property, shoots a nice doe out in the food plot, and then we've got a couple other cool hunts that we're going to show you as well for next week.
And in the meantime, guys, we have worked harder than ever this year. We have got the most up-to-date information on all the new products for 2013. Definitely go to bowhunting.com. We've got over 150 videos from the Matthews Retailer Show as well as the ATA Show. Any new product you're looking for. If you don't find it in the video section, we've got blogs and all kinds of information, so definitely check that out.
Well, that's it for this week, so we'll see you guys right here next week on Bow Hunt or Die.
In the meantime, don't forget to check out facebook.com/bowhunting for daily updates, news, photos, and other exciting information. We want to hear your opinions and your stories, so join us now and like us on Facebook. We've been to the ATA Show. I mean, we have been absolutely moving like hotcakes here. Okay, we are 25 episodes into this season. I don't know where the season.
We're 23.
Oh, you suck, man. And congratulations and kudos to you for continuing to do good.
Oh, I was almost there. So close.